Hi, this is Dr. Deborah Kissen, and I wanted to offer a few shame busting tips. So, the first step in moving past shame is recognizing how it shows up for you. And each person's shame is going to be a little bit different, kind of like different flavors of ice cream. Mint chocolate chip is going to be different than chocolate. Your shame might show up as I'm a fraud, or if someone knew what an imposter I felt like, they would never want me as a colleague, or it might show up as in a relationship or as a parent if I'm not good enough, and if anyone really saw how much I'm struggling, they would never accept me. So we're normally stuck in shame, and we might know more the feeling of despair. It might show up as self-hatred. So step one is noticing when you're feeling really stuck in an uncomfortable feeling. Notice the thoughts. Might be catastrophic thinking around, I'm always going to be alone, no one can ever love me. It may be desires to avoid, I can't get out of bed, today is going to be a disaster, I'm going to get everything wrong. What are the feelings? Really heavy. What does it really feel like in your own body? So get to know your shame, because step two of freedom from shame is we're going to want to work on making contact with it versus trying to run from those feelings, because unfortunately the very act of trying to not have shame leads to more of them. Shame is saying that if we put ourselves out there, if we're really seen, we're going to be rejected, and then we're going to be kicked off the island. We're going to be left alone and in isolation. And unfortunately, when we feel really stuck in shame, trying to not have shame leads to loneliness. The next thing that you're gonna try is reality testing some of those catastrophic thoughts. If I try to go on a date, I'm gonna be rejected. If I try to make a new friendship, I'm gonna be mocked. If I try to participate in a group discussion, I'm going to be judged. And sometimes in life we are judged. Sometimes in life we are rejected, but also through vulnerability form real connections. And by taking those chances, that's how we prove that in fact we are lovable. So the good news is we could all handle occasional judgment. We can handle rejection. We're a lot more hardy than it may feel. So challenging yourself to do a few different experiments to test out, what is it like to put myself out there a little bit, to be seen? You have to really teach your brain through practicing that openness and vulnerability that in fact it can handle these uncomfortable moments